Hello everybody and welcome to the video. My name is Brandon and today I'm going to be doing a quick little review on the online investment broker, the platform Questrade. Just a little background on myself, guys. I've been investing with Questrade for about 5 to 6 months now. I've been investing much longer than that, but the bulk of my portfolio is over at Manulife. That being said, I did want to give Questrade a try, so I popped in $1,000, which is the minimum amount that you have to start with, as we'll talk about later. I opened up a TFSA, and I just wanted to share with you guys my experiences thus far, do a little overview of the platform, kind of talk about the pros and cons, and see if it's a suitable platform for you. So as we can see here, guys, we are at the Questrade homepage, www.questrade.com. Right in the middle here, there are two options that you have. The one on the left is likely the one that you're going to be looking for. It is the Questrade self-directed account. So as you can see here, for investing on your own, they do offer a managed service where you would essentially pay a fee to have your accounts managed for you. I already know, guys, that for 90+% of the people watching this video, you are going to be leaning towards this self-directed account, right? The do-it-yourself account. So we can have a click over here and see that Questrade, of course, offers all of the typical trading vehicles, stocks, ETFs, options, Forex. I've personally only used Questrade for stocks and ETFs, so I can't give you an opinion on how options trading is, Forex trading. I apologize if that is what you were looking for. But as we can see advertised pretty much all over the website, guys, Questrade boasts some of the lowest fees over here in Canada. In fact, you know, their commissions are very competitive, if not the lowest that I know of here in Canada. So with Questrade, those commissions are as low as 1 cent per share, with a minimum of $4.95 and a maximum of $9.99. And as you can see here with my mouse hovered over this little question mark, basically what this is telling us, guys, is that you're going to be paying $4.95 in commissions per trade that you make. So whether you buy one share, whether you buy 100 shares, as long as it's below 495 shares, you're going to be paying $4.95 in commissions, which in my opinion is extremely reasonable. And if you were to buy more than 995 shares, well, it's going to be capped out at $9.95 in commissions. That's the max that you're going to pay. Now, before I go into my account, I'm going to log in and kind of show you guys how the back end looks, kind of go over placing a trade, etc. I just wanted to point this out because this is actually one of the key reasons that makes Questrade such a great platform. And this is something to not be overlooked. You know, one of their main selling points is that ETF purchases can be made for free. All right, so no commissions when you buy ETFs. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is only for purchases, right? You'd still be paying a commission when you sell the ETFs. But for anybody that's familiar with investing, guys, an ETF or an exchange traded fund is essentially a fund that acts very similarly to a stock, meaning that it's traded on an exchange and you typically pay a commission when you buy and sell these funds. With Questrade, you do not have to pay commissions when you buy. So if you're someone that's looking to invest on your own, you want to build up a portfolio, a nice diversified portfolio by using ETFs, which is a very viable and a very successful way to do it. It's a very successful strategy. You can do that here, paying no commissions on the ETFs when you buy, which is absolutely huge. So let's go ahead and log into the account on the top right. I've already got my information saved here. And once we log in, we're going to be directed to this page. And this is essentially a summary of your account. I kind of like to think of this as an overview. As you can see here, you have the different accounts. Like I said, I only opened up the one account, the TFSA. You can see we have the current market value of the account. So the value of my investment so far, we have cash over here. Looks like I got about $700 sitting in cash. Then we have the total equity for this TFSA over on the right side. And again, guys, if you had multiple accounts, that would be represented here. Just below, we do have a section for any pre-authorized deposits. So I have my account set up so that every month, $100 gets transferred automatically from my TD bank account directly into my TFSA. So like I said, guys, this is just my secondary account that I'm playing around with. $100 is what I can afford, but you know, putting money away on a monthly basis, no matter how much it is absolutely huge. It's such an important part of investing, and it's something that I would recommend you set up for anybody that is looking to get into investing. So let's have a click over here onto where it says the individual TFSA. This is going to be bringing us into the specific account. This is one of the ways of viewing your account. We can scroll down here to see a little graphic representation of our asset allocation. So how much money do we have in cash, how much in stocks, fixed income, whatever, you know, the breakdown of your portfolio is. It just so happens to be that I have $700 sitting in cash. We can see some of the investments that we currently hold down here. But typically what I like to do, guys, is I like to click up here on this big trade button. And this is the page that I typically spend most of my time at. And you may or may not have seen this interface before, but this kind of has everything that you need. As we can see on the right side of the screen, this is where you would go to place any orders. And an order, for anyone that's new to investing, is essentially how you buy and sell stocks. For an example here, I want to buy some shares of Coca-Cola, right? You'd be typing in KO as the ticker. It's going to populate up, you know, the company name, trades on the New York Stock Exchange. We're going to have some details here about the stock, ask price, bid price, etc. Then here we have the quantity. So let's say, for example, we want to purchase 50 shares of Coca-Cola. We have the different order types. I typically like to go for a market order, keep things nice and simple. We have the account that we're trading in, and then it would just be a matter of clicking buy or sell. So for this example, guys, we'll hit buy. You're going to have this order confirmation that's going to pop up. It's telling me here that you do not have enough buying power for this order. To enter this order, either reduce the quantity, deposit more funds, blah, blah, blah. This is just an example. And as you can see here, guys, we have the commissions, right? Very important. So again, the cost of this trade, like we touched on earlier, $4.95. We're going to have the total cost of the trade right below. So really just a nice overview, a nice confirmation of your trade. You're going to see one of these before every trade that you make. And you know, if you liked what you saw here, you would just go ahead, you would click send order, and then your order would then be executed. But of course, I'm going to hit do not send and cancel the order for the likes of this video. Now, having a look at the left side, the remainder of the screen, this is just another overview of the account, another way of viewing it. It basically gets broken down here between Canadian dollars, US dollars. You can view it all in Canadian, all in USD. You know, looking at these numbers, it looks like my TFSA is worth about almost exactly $2,000, which is the equivalent to about 1,500 USD. We can scroll down here to see the profit and loss for the day. What this is telling us is that the account was up about 3.57% today, resulting in a gain of about $50 USD. We can scroll up here and have a look at the positions tab. All right. Again, guys, keep in mind, this is not my main portfolio. This is not how a typical portfolio would look. This is what I'm just kind of playing around with. So what it's looking like here is we own a share of Disney. It shows you the average price that you purchased at, the current market value of those shares, the weighting of that position relative to your portfolio as a whole, and then you got your profit and loss so far. IGE here is clearly my main holding in this portfolio as a Chinese company that I'm currently swing trading. These shares have done very well for me over the past little while. I own a couple shares of McDonald's, a share of Starbucks, which is currently in the red. Now, if you guys are interested in using Questrade as your broker, they do have a free trial account, a practice account. It's this little gray button at the top of their homepage. You're just gonna want to hit sign up. There's two options here, but the one that you're gonna want to sign up for is the IQ Edge. All right, that's where you can trade stocks, ETFs, options. Just go pop in your name, email, do what it says here. It says that you're gonna get set up with a practice account where you have, you know, $500,000. Everything is gonna be the exact same that we just went over, same interface, so you can just go ahead and try it out for yourself. Now, I will warn you guys, I have used the practice account before. It was extremely glitchy. A lot of bugs, and you know, half the time it didn't work, but still, it's completely free. It's worth a shot. they're not going to spam you with emails or anything. Definitely worth checking it out before you actually open up an account. Now, before I wrap this video up and give you guys my final thoughts, the customer service is something that I want to talk about, because this is obviously a huge component of any broker. My experiences so far with Questrade have been very good. I haven't actually had to ever give them a call, but I am constantly using their online chat support. So for any questions that you have, whether you're a new client, whether you've had your account set up for a while, you just go in here, you get linked up with a representative in an online chat room. You can ask them any questions, and they're typically very good at answering that. Very good response time. As you can see here, guys, the chat room is currently closed and is open during business hours. But I would seriously recommend, guys, if you have any questions, man, go to their website. Go to their website right now. Talk to one of the reps. They are very, very helpful, and they'd be more than happy to help you. Of course, guys, they do have their app, which works very well. I'd say I use it about 50% of the time. All the features, you can do basically anything you need to be done on the website or the app. They both work just as well. So I just use whatever's handy to me at the time. But all in all, guys, Questrade has been, I'd say, a great platform so far. It's done everything that I've needed it to. It's been exactly what I've expected so far out of an online broker. I have not been hit with any surprise fees or interest, which is really one of the main things to look out for. That being said, I'm also not, I'm not using any leverage. I'm not buying stocks on margin. I'm not really putting myself in a position where they can charge me those fees. I just like to keep things simple. The only real downside to me that I've experienced so far is the fact that you do have to start with $1,000. So maybe for some newer investors, they want to try it out, they want to get their feet wet, but they don't necessarily want to commit that much. Well, with Questrade, guys, that is the threshold, and that's just the way it is. But other than that, like I said, commissions very, very reasonable. Customer support has been great so far. And as I touched on earlier, man, the ability to purchase ETFs for free is absolutely key. If you're looking to invest properly, you want to do it on your own. You don't want to necessarily go out and pay a financial advisor. You can go with Questrade, pick out a few ETFs. You can pop money away every month, buy more and more ETFs without paying commissions on any of those purchases. So just keep accumulating and accumulating. It's just such an awesome, awesome feature. So guys, that wraps up my little overview of Questrade. If you guys are interested in potentially opening up a Questrade account, I would highly recommend go read the description below, because I'm going to include an affiliate link that basically, if you guys sign up through that link, you are going to get, I believe it's, your first $50 commission free, or $50 worth of commissions free when you sign up. I'm going to have to double check that, but I will include it all in the description below. And if you guys do sign up through that link, Questrade will also pay me for referring you guys. So it's just a win-win. It really does help support the channel. And if you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, guys, I post a video every Monday on investing, the stock market. So be sure to check that out. Of course, guys, if you have any questions or comments, or if you want me to do an additional tutorial, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And as always, guys, I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.